Okay, hello, people who watch this YouTube channel. So, as some of you might already know, the Smissmas 2022 update just dropped as I'm recording this video. And basically, I'm going to be reviewing every single new cosmetic that has been accepted into the game, and giving it a score from 1 to 10, or 0 to 10. Giving it a score out of 10, with 0 being I absolutely hate this item, 5 being it's okay, that's okay, I don't hate it, I don't love it, and 10 being it's absolutely amazing. So, before we do that, I have these two things that I think are cool. This is a medic set that turns them into a Half-Life 1 scientist. But this is the one I'm really excited about. And I really want to see this in the next Summer 2022 update. Summer 2023 update. It is basically based off of the Scout voice actors' streams. And I think it'd be really cool if everybody who sees this video goes to this and votes yes on wanting to see it in the game. Without further ado, let's get into the new cosmetics. So, the first new addition is the Roasty Toasty Looping Taunt. So, I'm gonna give it a check out. That's a pretty cool intro animation. He's just sitting there, doing his little doings. Then it sets on fire, he throws it away, and that's the end. Intro. That really cool and fluid animation. As a pyroman, I think I might get this cosmetic. It's pretty cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Really cute cosmetic. I think the outro is probably my least favorite part. And yeah. Oh, Human One. Wait. Human One is a YouTube channel? Whatever. Wait, no, I know Human One is Human One plays TF2? Whatever. All in all, really cool, cute taunt. I'll give it 8 out of 10. Next is this one that I really, really wanted to get in. I'm so glad it did. Russian Rubdown. So, Heavy is actually my least played class, but I might still get this taunt. It's pretty cool looking, if I do say so myself. And it also has a video. It is a looping taunt. Heavy angry. Rub. And it works with every minigun unlocked, not just the stock. Kind of like Scout's Bat in 1000, as they say. Scout's Bat in 1000 with the melee weapon. I give the Russian Rubdown a 9 out of 10. It's really cool looking, and I'm very glad it made it into the game. Now we have the Tailored Terminal. Also, this is actually my second time looking at these cosmetics. Second time recording this video, because the first time the file got deleted by accident. So these are like all the different models and stuff. I guess a picture of a sniper that you could, picture of a sniper with the word target, and it's the enemy team sniper too. Stop. Okay. I did not pick, whatever. It is a looping taunt. They use pretty good music for it. A Cunning Plan by HA Composer UK is really good TF2 music. And I assume that's the picture of the sniper. That's a pretty cool thing. Pulls out a briefcase. Really nice setup animation. But I feel like you could have animated the pulls. Mouse 1. He pulls out the picture of the sniper and hides it in his chest. And hides it in his tuxedo. Mouse 2, it stops working and he hits it. Then moves around it, I guess. Pretty cool. And then closes it all up. Pretty cool cosmetic. I guess Human 1 also worked on it. This is also a really cool cosmetic. Not cosmetic, taunt. And even though I don't play Spy, I do still like this. Don't really play Spy that often. I probably wouldn't buy it, but that's just me. I give this taunt, again, an 8 out of 5. 8 out of 10. Next is Musical Maelstrom. Now, as someone who is in an orchestra and is like a big fan of playing music, I really like this one. Although I kind of wish it. Yo, it comes in bass clef too. Okay, because I play trombone, which is a bass clef instrument. It comes in bass clef. That's cool. So, treble, bass, alto, or tenor. I think this is a really cool, unusual effect. This is probably the only unusual effect I will ever care about. 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. I don't care. 11 out of 10. The Oktoberfester. Of course it's made by Neodemit. Why wouldn't it be made by Neodemit? Anyway. This is a pretty cool hat that you make. I think this is a pretty cool looking hat. It's paintable. And I guess the default color for it is green. And the default color for the mustache is black. And they used Manco orange for the different styles. Paint hat, paint mustache, hat only. That is pretty cool. Every single paint here. Yeah, typical normal stuff. Kind of makes you look like Saxon Hale a little bit as medic. If you've got the Manco orange or this one. Or this one. Or this one. Yeah. Oh, if you got... This isn't Manco. Kind of makes you look like Saxon Hale if you've got Cream Spirit or Australium Gold, Manco Orange. I don't know which one of these is Radigan Cogner Brown. I think this is Radigan Cogner Brown. And Color of a Gentleman's Business Pants. Kind of makes you look like Saxon Hale. Overall, I like this cosmetic, as I might want to get it. I don't think it's as good as the Summer 2022 cosmetics for Medic that turned him into a fast food worker, just like Scout and Pyro previously. Overall, 6 out of 10. Next up is the Underminer's Overcoat. Now, I didn't get this the first time, but now I do. Underminer is this mole guy from the Incredibles movies. A mole villain. And this is the Merry Mole for engineer. Paint sweater. Oh, so it paints this and that. Okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, and it has all the different styles. I kind of like this little overcoat. I think I like this I like this little cosmetic a lot. I think it looks pretty cool. Style 1 paintable sweater using lime as the color. Paintable sweater. Pretty cool. And then this is paintable fur and sweater, I guess. It would paint both. And then this is paintable fur, and it deletes the sweater, I guess. I think this is a pretty cool one as well. I give it a 7 out of 10. I like this one. Then the top for it, looking a little weird. It's the Underminer's mask with an Arctic hat. So we got 3 styles again. Like a little puff. I don't know what kind of hat this is. Toque, I think. It does kind of defeat the purpose of... Well, and I'll get to that later. I think this looks pretty cool. So we got paintable hat, which is the back of the hat. Paintable fur, which is the front. And then paintable eyes, which is really cool. A little creepy. Overall, I give the Arctic mole probably a 5 out of 10. All reliable. It's like this war hat for heavy. 3 styles. This one is Arctic. I assume this is like plain and camo or like jungle, I guess. I think the different hats look pretty cool. I like the way it looks, and it paints this little cowl that he has on too. That's what paints it. I think it's a pretty neat hat. And it also looks like that one Medicat. That's pretty much like the same helmet without the cowl that has the Medic emblem on the side. I think this is pretty cool. Overall, I give it 6 out of 10. This is the Heavy Heating, a body cosmetic. I think the body cosmetics are always looking pretty cool. This Heavy Heating body cosmetic, again, comes in 3 styles. Arctic, plain, and jungle, I guess. Personally, I think it's pretty cool. It's fine. 6 out of 10, just like its counterpart. The Partisan. It's this cool hat for Pyro that gives them a Molotov on their side that has Gigamones. And the hat looks pretty cool. It's like this little revolutionary pyro thing. Fire of Revolution pyro set. And I think it looks pretty neat. Oh, yeah, I like this one too. 8 out of 10, definitely. Firebrand, revolutionary warm winter gear. Certified compatible. Okay, whatever. It's the jacket for it. And it lets you change the backpack, which is pretty cool. At least that's what I infer from this. It's looking pretty cool, actually. I think I like this sweater a lot too. 8 out of 10, just like its counterpart. Crosshair cardigan. Now, the crosshair cardigan is a pretty cool cosmetic. I like the way it looks. It's the first of 3 new winter sweaters for the 3 support, in air quotes, classes. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't think Sniper has had like a Christmas coat, ugly Christmas sweater yet, and I find it cool that he does now. 6 out of 10. Then we have the Glasgow Bankroll plaid style. There are 3 styles: plaid, striped, I guess, and plain. That's what it be looking like. It's a pretty neat cosmetic. Gives a demo man a suit like Spy, which I find funny. It's a little funny. Yeah, pretty neat looking. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Not 5, like 7, 6 out of 10. Yeah, let's go with 6 out of 10. Oh, and if you like do it with that, if you do it with like hats that have glasses, that would look like High Roller Demo Man. Then we have Plaid Lad, which is the hat for it. The set is Highland Society. It looks pretty nice. just a little bonnet hat thing to go ahead for the demo man. Although, alright, anyway, it has 3 styles. It has style 1, bushy. It has style 2, I guess it's just like sideburns or something. Then it has style 3, which is plain, but I like to call it cursed because demo man is this is actually, you have to admit, this actually looks kind of cursed. I give it 5 out of 10. I don't really care for it either way. The woolly pulley, I don't remember which one. Looking pretty neat here. It is the second out of 3 Christmas sweaters for the quote-unquote support classes. It is an ugly sweater for medic now. It has 3 styles. I guess this is festive, as we know. I guess this is like medical or something, and then this would be plain. I think this one looks better than the crosshair cardigan. Can't remember what I gave the crosshair cardigan, but I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I think it is better than the crosshair cardigan. Style 1 cozy, style 2 cold. What? Okay. I guess that's cozy and that's cold, and then there's also plain, I guess. Okay, yeah, so this will be cozy, cold, and then plain. That's cool. Next, we have an unusual effect. Starlight Haze. Oh, yeah. 7 out of 10 for this one. Unusual effect, Starlight Haze. The 80s Come Early collection. Oh, because it takes place in 1970s. It's called Starlight Haze, and it's pretty much like a retro wave kind of Team Fortress 2 logo, which I think is pretty cool, but I've never really cared for unusuals. I do think this is probably around 6 out of 10 because it is retro wave, and I like retro wave. It looks pretty cool. 6 out of 10. Motley Sleeves. A scout thing. So, it gives him tattoos on his neck and arms. And I'm going to try and check out what all the tattoos say. So, on this arm, it's a heart with Miss Pauling's initials on it. A shamrock, a baseball, and red, which will change for each class, which will change for each team he's on, red or blue, so the team name. The other arm, it's I love my mom little thing, and bonk. Then around the neck, it's 133%, a J and spades, like Jack of Spades logo, I guess, a rocket flying off, and at the back, it's a Domination logo. I think this is a pretty cool looking cosmetic. 7 out of 10 I'm giving it. Lumber cap. This is a pretty neat looking hat. It's pretty neat looking. I only have one problem. The lawn maker for the engineer, a hat that got in summer 2022. Summer of 2022. Looks pretty similar to this, except it doesn't have the Binksy logo, and it has headphones. So, it's a little too similar for my liking, but I don't really care. It is team color, though. The lawn maker was green. I think it's a pretty cool cosmetic. 6 out of 10. Festive rack. You get a rack of deer antlers that have festive lights on them that it looks like you are able to paint based on these lime, purple, pink, orange. Looks like you're able to paint them, and it's festive. It's very festive. All class, animated lights, paintable. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna also give it a 6 out of 10. I am, like, convinced we've... Midnight Sparklers. But the unusual effect they're presenting is called Swirling... It's called Twirling Spirits. Okay, I'm like, convinced we've gotten this in the game. But anyway, let's try and focus on the unusuals. Squash and Twist. Looking pretty nice. It's green and orange, the colors of most gourds and pumpkins. Twilight Sparklers, which is what's on the cover, except it's called Midnight. It's literally the same thing on the cover. It's looking pretty nice. Pink and purple. I like it. I like the way it works. I like the way it looks, not works. But I think the Squash and Twist is better than this one. Twirling Spirits. Maybe Twirling Spirits got in, and now Midnight Sparklers is getting in, maybe? And then, I guess, this one didn't get in. Twirling Spirits. I think I like this one the most. It looks pretty cool. It looks like sour gummy worms, man. This one looks like sour gummy worms. Yeah. But overall, I'd say... so, I assume this is the one they're actually talking about. Yeah, this is the one that got added. And then this one got added last time, I guess? I don't know. But I'm assuming this is the one that's getting added right now. This is probably the worst of the three. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. But altogether, I'll give it, the whole Twirling Spirits thing, a 5 out of 10. Maybe even 6. Thunderous Rage, I think, is pretty cool. If you look at this, it makes thunderclouds and lightning around your character when you taunt. So it is a taunt effect. It looks really cool, actually. Charged Arcane. I guess that was... Okay, yeah. Thunderous Rage and Convulsive Fiery. I think the best one is the one that... like the previous one, I'm not sure if, like, only one got in or all 3 got in. But I think the title one, Thunderous Rage, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Overall, I'd give it a 6 out of 10, I think. I think it's pretty cool. Then there's the Battle Bear, which is a bear that goes on your shoulder, and it's a little battle buddy bear that goes on your shoulder. It's paintable, it looks like. Yeah, definitely paintable. And it has 2 styles. Flare, which is class themed. You got a little scout, a little soldier, a little pyro, with a little burnt ear. That's a nice detail. Demo, heavy, engineer, spy, with a cigarette, sniper, and medic with glasses, and medic has a little hair tuft, too. I think it's pretty cool. So there's Style 1 Flare, which was that. Style 2 Bear. It's just a bear. I like this. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Really cute. The Bulb Bonnet is a helmet for the soldier, which is a broken ornament bulb on top of his head in place of his helmet. And I think it's a pretty unique idea. I think it's pretty cool. It looks a little weird, but I think it's neat. I'll give it 6 out of 10. Colonel Kringle. Deck the halls, that is in order. Da, 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 da. We want you to stay off the naughty list. This is some funny stuff. Some funny business right here. It's pretty much just a military beret with It's a military beret, but Santa stylized like a Santa hat. So it's, instead of Santa Claus, it's Colonel Kringle. I like that. This is a cute little hat. 6 out of 10. Maybe a 7. And the last of the 3 out of 3 of the quote-unquote support classes getting their little coats. The Spy's Infiltrator Insulation paint will paint this little thing here, this little pattern on the front of the jumper. Personally, I think it's a little cool. I like it. I don't like it as much as the other two. I guess they did do a little bit of changing on the tuxedo, but you can barely see the actual Christmas sweater. And on the tuxedo, they just added these little pockets and changed like this. Made it open and changed the I don't know what to call it, like the top part, I don't know. But I think it does look pretty cool though. I will be giving it a 5 out of 10. The Cool Warm Setter is part of the Cozy Engineer set. We're getting some engineer cosmetics. The paint paints these little stripes, and it's pretty much a knitted wool sweater mimicking the engineer's actual clothing, which I think is pretty cute and neat. 6 out of 10. The Soft Hard Hat is a hard hat, but knitted. So soft. It's the Mining Light hat, but knitted. The Mining Light hat from the Sniper vs. Spy update. But it's knitted. I think that's pretty cute as well. Cuter than the other one though, so I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. Trapper's Flat. Now this one, when I was talking about all the way back with the Arctic Mole, this could pretty much just like replace the Arctic Mole. It's all class. So like if you can't get the Arctic Mole, you can just have this, which it's a little weird, but it's fine. Anyway, let's get back to like actually talking about it. It looks pretty cool. It's another toque. I guess the Arctic Mole is different enough. It's another toque. It's shorter. And I like how it looks too big on the heads of Scout, Demoman, and Pyro. That's a cute little detail. I like how Pyro's eyes are kind of covered by it. I like this hat too. It's pretty cool. Wait, there's 2 styles. What's this style? Oh, it makes it like poof, like fluffy at the back instead of round at the, I don't know. Anyway, cool little hat. I gave it a 5 out of 10. Festivized Formation, another unusual effect. You become one with the Festivizer. That's what it says here. Become one with the Festivizer. It's pretty much just the Festivizer effects on your weapons, but team colored, and it's around you, so like you're the festivized thing. I think that's pretty cool and neat. 6 out of 10. I also could have sworn that we've already had the Boundless Blizzard in the game as well. I guess I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Actually, no, 6 out of 10. But I also could have already sworn we have it in the game already. Yeah, look. See? Hold on. See? Here. Permafrost Essence. Didn't we get Permafrost Essence in the game? Whatever. It's fine. It's a 6 out of 10, I'd say. Next, we have Cosmic Constellations, which is some different little constellations that, change over time. So this is blue. And it's like the constellations forming and disappearing. And I think in total it's a sandwich, a gibbous, the Team Fortress 2 logo, and like a magnifying glass or something. Yeah, that's probably... Oh, no, that's a frying pan. Yeah, and then a frying pan. I think that's a pretty cool looking unusual effect too. It's a 7 out of 10. Cold-blooded coat. It's kind of like the other one we reviewed. We looked at the other spy sweater we looked at. But it's just like, it's an overcoat instead. It's around his normal tuxedo, which makes me think, could you equip both of these at the same time? Probably not. I think it's okay, I guess. I think the other one, they're on the same level. They're both 5 out of 10s. Frostbite bonnet looks super similar to the all-class hat, except it has these cool goggles and it doesn't have that fluff at the back. Like, it looks super similar, but it's also pretty different. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It looks pretty nice. Then our last two, because the rest of these were from other ones, other gameplay. The rest of these were from the what's it called? The Halloween one. So this is the last one actually. This is the Tainted Frost. It's like a snowstorm on your head, but there's also blood in it, and the big snowflakes that show up are also bloody. I think this is a pretty cool hat. Unusual effect. What are these YouTube things? These YouTube videos. I give the Tainted Frost a 6 out of 10. It looks 7 out of 10 maybe. 6 out of 10 looks pretty neat. Then there's Rumford, which it's not normally snowy, but it is snowy to get into Smissmas, I guess. It's a map, so I'm not going to be talking about it. I will be talking about it in an upcoming stream where I experience the new where I experience the new Smissmas maps, and it is going to be live, unlike the Scream Fortress experience. So be on the lookout for that. And that is pretty much it for me. Goodbye, everyone.